What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a Dondozo sweep. This Pokemon is super cool because it interacts with a Pokemon called Tatsugiri. I'm going to be doing a special video today, doing a doubles battle, interacting both these Pokemon and showing off the unique ability Commander and the unique move Order Up. Let's have a look at its stats and let's get into it. So firstly, we've got a massive thumping 150 base in health. We've got 100 attack, which is pretty good, a nice defensive stat, and all the rest are kind of garbage. Now, have a look at the special move Dondozo gets. It's called Order Up, and this works actually really cool with Tatsugiri. So basically, it depends on what color Tatsugiri is inside Dondozo's mouth to what stat you actually get, but more on that in this video. Now, the ability that Tatsugiri has got is called Commander. So what it does, if it's in a doubles battle, we actually jump inside the Dondozo's mouth and give it a +2 in all of its stats, which is crazy. I'll be showing both ability and moves off for Dondozo. I really hope you enjoyed this. Took a lot of time to get going, and let's get into it. If you enjoyed the videos, people, drop that like button, leave a comment what you think about Dondozo and the video, and let's get it. So we got this Electro lead here. What I'm going to be doing, I've got a little strategy I want to be doing here with Tatsugiri. I want to go for Endure and make sure the Tatsugiri just lives this turn. Now, the Electrode, for the purposes of this video, is just going to go Explosion. I didn't give it any attack EVs at all because I didn't want to feint the opposing Pokemon. I want the Dondozo to do that. So Electrode is just going to be feinting itself, getting itself off the field. Now, essentially, this is still going to be turn 1. So just remember, this is still turn 1. So Electrode has feinted here. Now the Garchomp is just going to be setting up a Sword Dance, and the Tatsugiri is going to be able to live this turn because I've used Endure. Now, interesting enough, when you actually jump inside the Dondozo's mouth, the Tatsugiri becomes invulnerable, right? It can't be touched by an attack. You can't swap it out or anything like that, and you can't swap any other Pokemon as well as Tatsugiri as Donzo on the field at the same time. But I wanted to see if I could get around all those things and get another Pokemon on the field with it. Alright, people, let's get into the big Dondozo sweep. What a crazy battle that was. Let's have a look at my Dondozo build, and I'll actually explain what happened there if you didn't understand. So at the start of the video, I sent the Dondozo out with the Tatsugiri. It was in the curly form, which actually gave it +1 in attack when using the move Order Up. And it also gave it a +2 in all of its stats. Pretty straightforward. Then I was thinking, well, what if you give it like an item like Flame Orb or something like that, and you actually faint this Pokemon inside of the Dondozo's mouth? What happens then? So it fainted, and that was really cool because it actually classed it as the first turn. So Dondozo got to keep all of those stats, and not only did it get to keep those stats, it actually allowed it to use Order Up and still have the ability to get +1 in attack when I use it. So that's absolutely crazy. And on top of that, I got to send another Pokemon out on the field with the Dondozo, and it still retained those stats and the special effects of Order Up. So that was really, really cool. So this Dondozo, for the purpose of this video, was built as a sweeping set. You could build this a lot more tankier than what I've done. So we've given it the ability Water Veil, which I found was pretty cool for physical attackers. Now, it gets some really good abilities. It also gets Unaware, which is nice as well. I was very tempted to use that, but for the purpose of this video, I gave it Water Veil. I gave it Citrus Berry just so it would have a little bit of health recovery at the start as I got the stats boosting up and my Pokemon swapping in. I gave this one a max attack, Adam and Nature, and I gave it max speed. Now, I was thinking about giving it Jolly, but after the +2 in speed and a possible Aqua Pressure boost, you know, it was pretty quick at the end there. I think it only got outsped by Miraidon, and that's about it. Now, I had Order Up on this, obviously. Now, Order Up is actually a Dragon-type move, and you can still use this move if it doesn't even have the effects of Tatsugiri. It just won't give you a +1 in attack. Now, there actually are different colors of the Tatsugiri, so each 3 of them gives like a different stat. I chose the curly form, which gave a +1 in attack every single time you use Order Up. I just thought it was really cool that you didn't have to be on the field or inside a Dondozo anymore to be able to have the effects of it. So you could probably use this in lots of different ways than I did here. I just want to show you like the full effects of it. Now, I gave it the Terra Ground, which is perfect for a water type Pokemon, because let's be real, if you're going to be facing a super effective attack, it's either going to be something like a Grass, or it's going to be something like a Ground, right? So you've got those two things covered. So you've got Electric and Grass all covered there, and also had the ability Sap Sipper given to it at the end. Now, I didn't absolutely need to do that at all. I could have easily won the battle, but I just wanted to show you the rest of my strategy. Now, I also had the little Pinchurchin as well with Lightning Rod, which obviously stopped all the electric type moves on Dondozo. If that thing did faint, I had the Terra Ground to fall back onto. So I had a couple of backup strategies there, you know, to work in my favor. But this is a really, really cool Pokemon. I want to see what other things I might be able to do with it in the future. I'm not sure. Maybe I might do a Tatsugiri team with all the little Tatsugiris and stuff like that. But as for Dondozo, I'm pretty sure I've done the most you can do with it. I hope you really enjoyed this video, people, because it took me a long time to get this going, to think all these strategies up and stuff like that. And yeah, it was an awesome video. Probably one of my favorite sweeps for this generation. All right, people. Peace out.